Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. I know that the industry went to carbon fibers maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and maybe some companies were kind of like pushing the players. You kind of have to make a switch.
Right.
Uh, but I don't think that's the case now, because now, for example, I find it maybe advantageous to play with a wooden shaft when you're playing in like a sticky pool room in Asia where the humidity level is super high.
Why not?
Just because, I don't know, you can move the cue ball around easier, or at least I found it easier.
Easier. Interesting. Why easier? Because I've heard the opposite. I've heard it's carbon moves the ball easier.
Not in a really sticky condition. I think when we play, for example, Matchroom tournaments, everything's brand new cloth, brand new rails, brand new balls, everything's slick, perfect conditions. Then I think carbon fiber is perfect. But I think that's the reason why the Asians prefer wood as well, because the humidity level is just over top. It's really, really bouncy, and that's what they used to play back in the day, I guess, and that's what they prefer to this day.
It's such a mind fuck, though, isn't it? Because it's like, it's all really what you have confidence with. Obviously, anybody could play really good with carbon fiber, or anybody, rather, who can play really good with carbon fiber could play really good with wood. It's just get it into your head what this cue does, the way it feels, the kind of deflection it has.
No, it's a lot of things.
You put it in the brain computer after X amount of months of playing with that cue, and you know what it does.
Yeah, I've been experimenting with cues. Maybe not as much as you did, but I've started testing cues for the company that I'm working with right now, 6060. We've been doing testing for 3 years, so I know everything about like the foams, the wall thickness, what the material of the ferrule, the hardness of your tip, the weight, the balance. So there's so many different things that will change the way the shaft plays. And then there's also butt. There's so many different things. It's like a magic wand.
Yeah.
You have to try so many things before you actually understand what you like and what you're looking for. And it's not a easy process, I would say.
I remember I was going on one of my rucking hikes where I put a weighted vest on, and I go for a walk with the dog, and you and I were on the phone. And 'cause this is how I remember this, because I was walking through this wooded area, and you were telling me that the difference between your old cue and your new cue, you said there's a difference of about 5%. And I was like, 5%? Like, how do you know it's 5%? You're like, all the balls that I've pocketed, when I think about what it does and what it doesn't do, I think my game is about 5% off. I'm like, that.
Well, I think it actually, well, with the new cue, I was winning a lot more. So I used to play.
But this was like right when you first changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, since then I was winning.
Yeah.
So I guess it was the truth.
Well, you made it to your specifications.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
the
I do
thing
play
about
with
being
a longer shot because I have longer arms. I
Yeah.
have long fingers. I do prefer a longer taper, which doesn't really exist on the market. So I created the shaft with a longer taper, especially for shots like off the rail. Let's say the cue ball is 1 diamond distance off the rail. That's where you feel that change in the taper thickness. We have the straight taper in our shaft.
What is the difference in the feel? What do you feel differently?
For example, the pro taper or the conical taper, you
Mhm.
can feel the change of the thickness
Right.
the closer you go to the pin.
Right.
We don't have that. Our shaft is straight.
And so that way it doesn't give additional resistance as the shot gets further, like as your bridge gets longer.
Right. You just don't feel the change in thickness.
It's a mind-fucking game.
Yeah, it
It's
is. It is. And then we can go to deflection. The deflection is another thing. It's there's so much science behind that I don't even know where to start.
Well, deflection is interesting too because some people use it to their advantage. Certain deflection, like Ko, because his cue has a lot of deflection. Didn't you say you hit some balls with it?
Yeah. Basically, you have to aim to miss the ball to make the ball. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know why would players prefer that, but a lot of players do.
I think it just gets it in their head how to play, and then they've been playing that way for so long that it's just automatic. Like if they hit a ball with heavy left-hand English, they know it's going to go off to the right.
Right.
So they hit it more full. with heavy left-hand English because they know by the time the cue ball gets there, so they have it in their head.
Right.
It's just like a little computer in your brain. It's like, okay, this distance, I got to aim here. This distance, I'm going to aim here.
Well, in my case, I also have that. We also have little
Tiny
deflection.
amounts. Yeah.
But when it's just too much, it gets really, really difficult. Especially, like I said, when we play on shot clock,
yeah,
pressure out there, and you have to pull one crazy shot, and that's hill.
So the argument with that, against that, would be the difference with wood is, though, you get a superior feel. You do get a weird difference in the feedback of the cue. And some people get very accustomed to that wood feedback, and they describe a carbon feedback as more dull.
Yeah,
like you don't get the same sensations.
You almost don't get no feedback.
So I think those guys, the feedback in their hand is a part of the equation in their mind of where that ball's going to go.
So when you say feedback, is it like a vibration that you get in your hand by the time you hit the ball?
It's just a different feel. Like they all have a different feel, right? Like we were talking about Southwest, which are some of my favorite cues of all time. They have a solid butt. They're not cord, right? And so they're usually generally a little heavier unless they're maple. Sometimes they'll get lower, but you very rarely see like an 18-ounce Southwest. You see a lot of 20-ounce Southwest because they're ebony or cocoa bolo or something like that, really heavy. But they have a very specific thunk to them.
Yeah, the sound.
This is like a feel, and you don't get that feel with carbon. You get a different feel. So if you can get used to that different feel, it is like there's something to it. You definitely, the ball moves less off the line.
Also, I mean, like I said, there's so many different environments we play in. For example, we play in China in a pool hall with a dirty cloth, and it's super muggy, and the rails are playing super spongy and bouncy. You would prefer one cue compared to the other one.
Yeah.
And you go to, I don't know, Saudi Arabia where it's super dry and it's perfect conditions, everything's slick and brand new. I prefer carbon fiber in that case. So maybe, I don't know, 5 years, 10 years from now, we will have different cues for different shots.
Right, like a golf
Yeah,
player
just like
does.
a golf player. Could be the case. And some players already do that. They use some cues, for example, when they stay close to the vertical center of the cue ball, they use one cue. And when they use side spins, they use the other cue.
Really?
Yeah, some players
They
do
bring, who's doing that?
that. Mario, he was doing that.
Really?
Yeah.
He brought two different cues.
Yeah, to Saudi Arabia last year. I think
that
some other players do that.
that
For
would-
example, what I do, I put the extension on the back of my cue for some shots.
Mm-hmm.
I play without the extensions for certain other shots.
How much does your extension weigh?
It's super light, like 1.5.
So
one
that
ounce.
gets you up to like what, 19.5 as opposed to 18? Is that what you play
I
with?
play with
18 ounce?
19.
You play with 19 ounce?
19, yeah.
Oh, so it gets you like to 20 and a half.
20 and a half.
So do you like the additional weight for like a shot where you have to really stay down?
I just use it for like balance purposes for longer shots. For example, when, like I said, I'm one diamond off the rail and I have a long shot where I want to have like a long follow through, I just simply don't have enough of my cue on the back.
Got it.
So I add an extra length.
But, it's lonely at the top, buddy.
It is.
There's only a few guys that you could have those kind of matches with now.
Yeah. Well, next one will be probably Josh Filler.
You think so?
We're trying to make it happen.
Is he interested?
I think he was, but he is not really responding to messages really well lately. I think he was interested, so he had a guy who was willing to back him for a lot of money. And they said, well, we have to do it in this place with this rules. This is how it needs to be done.
Where was that? Where did they want to do it?
They wanted to
in
play
Germany?
No, they wanted to play it in Vegas.
Oh.
Like to say it's a neutral territory.
Vegas is good. Where would you go? To Griff's?
Yeah, I think they wanted to do it in Griff's.
Great place.
Good place, yeah.
Oh, you don't like it?
I mean, they wanted to like high roll me. You know, they said we'll play in Vegas. You got to bet like $500,000, something like that. But what I really wanted to do is basically what we did with Shane. Like a $50,000 bet, play Race to 120.
$500,000's a lot.
And what I really offered him was to play multiple disciplines. We play like an all-around. We play 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, or was it 9-ball, 10-ball, one pocket, and banks. That's what I offered him.
Oh, what if you a draw?
In case of a draw, we play another set.
But you know what I'm saying? If you have 4 games, you have to play 3 games.
I mean, I'm not playing to lose, so the more the better.
What would you race to at each game?
I mean, it would have to be something we can fit in within 8 to 10 hours. So maybe race to 30 in 10-ball, race to 30 in 9-ball, race to 10 in one pocket, and race to 10 in banks. I think it's a good format. People will like to watch that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And it's good for the game. It's good for our sport.
It's tough to get people, casuals, to watch regular pool. Getting them to watch one pocket, they'd rather jump in front of a bus.
I agree. Well, you don't like the one pocket. You don't like it.
I watch it every now and
Hardcore
then.
fans like it for sure.
Yeah. When was the last one I watched? Justin Bergman played someone for a lot of money.
Yeah, he played the guy, what's his name? Little John.
And he was giving him a crazy spot, right?
Yeah, and he
What was
lost. Oh, no, he won.
Justin won.
Justin
Yeah.
won.
But it was close.
It was really close, yeah.
I think
Everybody liked the other guy.
it was a nutty spot. I
Yeah.
forget what the spot was.
11-6, because I gave that guy 12-6.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we actually played not too long ago in New Orleans.
How'd that go?
I won.
Nice. Congratulations. Do you like one pocket? Would you prefer, or do you just play it because people want to gamble it?
I think I like it because it's a good gambling game. I don't like the game itself. I think the new modifications they make in the game where you have to respot the balls, for example, if you get more than 4 balls past the kitchen, the 5th ball gets respotted back to the spot. So it makes the game more alive, more dynamic. So you don't get those wedges where 15 balls go up table and people just play nothing shots for hours.
Right.
So it's more dynamic. And also Derby, for example, has shot clock. I think one pocket has to be played with shot clock.
How much time they give you?
At Derby, it's 1 minute.
If you could make the perfect 9-ball shot clock, what would it be?
I think it's good to where it's at right now.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds with a 30-second extension.
Yeah.
Man.
Because if you make it any shorter, it's going to be really difficult.
Shorter's too difficult. But I mean, the 40-second, like just a touch more to think about it.
I think it's good where it's at.
Yeah.
It's difficult when you have to like switch cues. You have no extension. For example, you jumped, so that's why you see us grabbing both of our cues and
Running out
basically,
there,
like,
throwing
throwing your cue on the side and then switching. It's really difficult sometimes.
That's another shot that people hate that you got to leave in is the jump cue. When you jumped out,
I love it.
You jumped out so many times during this U.S. Open. There were so many times you got hooked where you popped that ball in. And if you can't appreciate that on tight pockets, a beautiful shot where it goes airborne and fires right into the hole, and then you get position on the next ball.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think those that are voting against it are those that can't do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of old school guys who they get set in their ways and they think that's a stupid cue. It's a little tiny cue. Fuck that thing. But why are they different golf clubs? Because there's different shots.
Right.
Why do you break with a different cue? Because it's a different shot.
Of course.
Like, come on.
Of course. I think it's what gets actually new people to watch it because it's exciting. Oh, look, this guy jumped over this ball. He was this close to the ball. It's amazing. It's like a trick shot.
And then also it's like the cues that people are jumping with today, they're designed so well for